And we hear an awful lot about the agents that are struggling, the agents that aren't going to make it in this business or have already left the business. We don't give enough congratulations to those that are out there striving, really digging, fighting, trying to succeed in business. And most importantly, making the changes needed to survive and thrive in today's marketplace. There's an awful lot of agents out there that realize the market's changed, your approach needs to change. Over the past 30 days, I've been meeting with a lot of agents one-on-one, where we do our blueprint days, our one-on-one consulting. And it's shocking to me how many agents were flying by the seat of their pants. If you go back to the COVID days when everybody was buying and selling and homes were selling for over asking price, and there was such a need in the market, when that stabilized and significantly lowered, there's an awful lot of agents that were caught with their pants down. Warren Buffett always said, you never know who's swimming naked until the tide goes out. Well, the tide went out and we saw who was swimming naked. There's an awful lot of agents that weren't doing what they should be doing to generate business. 90% of their business was coming from past clients and referrals. When the market's crazy hot, there's plenty of people there. You can make enough money to get by. What happens when the tide goes out? So for an awful lot of agents that have made the changes needed, they've got better marketing campaigns, they've got better conversion sequences. They're really digging deep on, what am I saying when I call that prospect? What does my email look like when I email them? How desirable is the marketing piece that I'm mailing to them? Am I really positioning myself as a top producer that can do a great job for them to get superior results? We're not worried about discount brokers. We're not worried about there's 9,000 agents in my MLS. It's so difficult here. You're not even competing against those 9,000. You're not even getting to the kitchen table. The problem is not the other agents. The problem is obscurity. For an awful lot of agents, they're doing what it takes to really step back and look at their business. Look at it written out on a napkin, written out on a piece of paper. Here's where my new business comes in. Here's how I convert them. Here's everything that I do to stay in touch with them, to build trust, authority, and credibility. So ultimately, they want to use you as their real estate agent. The vast majority of your competition is just sitting around. They're waiting. They're waiting on the next Fed meeting. They're waiting on the 10-year treasury to change the interest rates. They're waiting for all these fictitious things that are never going to happen. And there's so many of them that aren't even educating their consumers. They're not building a database and educating that database. If you don't do it, someone else will, namely mainstream media. They're telling them how bad the market is and home prices are dropping and interest rates and it's unaffordable and everything else. Meanwhile, if you call your title company, you will see they are closing deals left and right. How many times have you heard me say that? Call your title company. Ask them, are you closing deals? Who are these people that are closing? If interest rates went to 12%, let's hope that doesn't happen, but if they ever went to 12%, how bad would that affect all the baby boomers that are buying for cash? They don't care. Why are you working with people that need a mortgage if you think the mortgage is the problem? You can get with a marketing list broker, a mailing list broker, go to Google and get a list of everybody in your area with this type of income, this type of net worth, a home that has no mortgage, they've lived in their home at least 10 years. You can get any database that you want. What are you doing for your business rather than shopping, watching webinars, watching YouTube videos, doing everything except implementing what needs to be done for your business? If I sat down with you today and I said, show me where all your new business is coming in from, show me the marketing campaigns that you're deploying, show me the free stuff and the paid stuff, the online and offline marketing you're doing, would you be stumped within the first 2 minutes? Would you realize, holy crap, maybe I don't really have a real estate practice. Maybe I'm licensed, but not practicing. Maybe I just hold a license and whenever one of my friends or family needs me, that's when I make money, but there's not enough of them that need me right now. So a really good idea for you would be to get more friends and family, to get more people to follow you. I guarantee there's someone watching this video that's never seen me before. Welcome to the family. I just added one more. What if you do that today? What if you get another one tomorrow and another one the next day, and that sphere of influence you had that was 350 people, then it's 3,000. Do you think you'll make more money that way? Then you need to put out some sort of productivity that shows you are educating them, you are helpful, meaningful information that they're excited to watch. That's how you grow your real estate business. You start to put out content that's helpful, meaningful, educational for the prospects. And guess what? Instead of marketing to 93 people, All of a sudden you have 900 people and you can grow from there. The youngins these days, they call them followers. How many followers do you have? If you think you're a leader and nobody's following you, you're just going on a walk. Your goal is to decide on 3, 4, 5 different marketing pieces or tips that you could utilize why you need to buy right now. What does it mean by marry the house and date the rate? Do you know how important that is in today's market? Do you realize how important it is for them to buy when no one else can afford to buy? Because if they wait until rates go down, home prices are going to go up. There will be multiple offers. Guess what happens when there's multiple offers? You aren't saving money. Maybe rates will go down so low, like we had before. Maybe rates will go down so low that you'll get to win by paying $100,000 over asking price. Is that what you'd like to do? Would you like to wait until home prices go down so low that you have to pay $70,000 more than asking because you feel like you're winning? Maybe we should educate our consumers on how the market really works. And if you put out content, it's free to be on YouTube. How much money do you think I spent to load this video on YouTube? It's free to put your stuff out there. Now, I realize you don't like yourself on video because you feel like you look old and fat. That's not true. You actually are old and fat. So let's be old, fat, and rich. Let's just do that because that's what you're going to look like when you knock on their door. Let's go ahead and put the content out there. We have a lot more people that know you, like you, and trust you. See, for an awful lot of agents, when they're building that sphere of influence, their problem is they understand that concept and they do feel that the people in my sphere of influence, they know me, like me, and trust me. Nope, not true. They know you and like you. That's the only two that you focus on. Everything you do with friends, family, everything else, they know you and like you. Every time I hear someone say, I can't believe my sister bought with another agent. My cousin didn't use me. They used another agent. That's because they know you and like you. You're trying to build that trust, authority, and credibility. And if you don't have that with anyone, including your own family members, they're not going to go with you. Hey, it's Greg Luther, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you're never going to see me again. I consistently put out regular content, and it's extremely helpful for real estate agents to grow their business. I want to keep you up to date on what's working so that you're in the know and you can take action accordingly. So be sure that you like and comment here, but most importantly, make sure you follow, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on anything. I'm here to help you in growing your business, and I'd love to do so. Follow right now.